Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist, YouTuber and content creator based in Asaba Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do this makeup look I have on my face, a wearable silver smoky eye. How to look as elegant as I currently do. Now, if you want to see how I came about this makeup look, the products I used and all of that good stuff, then please keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe. It only takes 1 second. Okay guys, so to begin with, we're going to be priming with the Amari Code Matte O'Clock Shine Control Face Primer. You'll be seeing a picture beside it on the screen. I have always been really scared of silver eyeshadows, and then I discovered the hack, the secret to being able to do a wearable silver eyeshadow, and since that day I have not gone back. For foundation today, I'll be using my Maybelline Super Stay Lumi Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade 368. I also did try the shade 370, but it was a tad bit too dark for me, so I prefer the match of 368. This foundation gives a medium to buildable full coverage. It stays on all day. It's long wearing and it's long lasting. And if you have oily skin, it's very good. You can see how perfect the color match is. Now, having done this, I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso. I have been doing this and I don't think I'm going to go back. I'm going to take that a little bit and just apply underneath my eye as like the first concealer. Sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use a beauty sponge. Today I'm going to make use of a beauty sponge. And then I'm going to make use of my Younger Beauty Smooth Match Concealer in the shade SMC4. This is a new concealer I just opened. The last one I finished, I'm sure you saw in our last product empties and review, down the bridge of the nose and the chin. And the secret to this concealer is to actually give it some time to dry down a bit. So while that is drying down, I'm going to take my it's my Sopro setting spray. Let me just keep it there. I'm going to take my Zaron Cheeky Blush in Negroni. I did hear that Nuban Beauty and Younger Beauty came out with liquid blushes too. I think I'm more partial to liquid blushes. This one, I like it now, but it's still sheer. And then I finally found a good use for this, my Vicabel NK03 brush. I used it for primer before, but now it's perfect for precise placement of blush. It helps to blend out the blush on the exact place I want it to be. That is what I like. And I discovered that when I like really put it on, like so much of it, is when I get the payoff I like. And people have been making a mockery of recent of this blush blindness thing. I feel like, yeah, some people have been taking it out of proportion, using the Barbie doll pink and all of that, looking like clowns. But if you do apply the blush well, it's actually quite beautiful. I just applied my Juvia's Place foundation stick in Casina as my contour. I also use the shade Congo sometimes when I want a deeper contour. I just like this one. It's quite subtle. Blend in. Just tap over everything so that there are no lines of demarcation. The forehead. I like to pinch the brush and just take it down the nose. It doesn't really do much, but I like it. Can you see how we're looking? Blending is key. Now we're going to start blending from the chin. The concealer has dried down a bit, so that is helping. This is SMC4. You can see how bright it is. Some people prefer SMC3, but I personally prefer SMC4. I go for 3 at times. I'm blending out under the eye. And whenever I blend out under the eye, I like to take it over the eyelids to kind of prep the eyelids ahead of concealer application. And you see, we blended it into the blush, but we're going to sort that out soon. Okay, so what I like to do at this point is take my foundation brush and just tap over the where the contour meets the foundation. Then taking that same blush brush without adding any additional product, I'm just going to blend in where the concealer meets the blush so that there is a seamless blend there. There are no harsh lines of demarcation. Then of course I'm going to be setting with my House of Tara powder in TA44. See, I've already hit pan. This is serious. So we're going to blend out to prevent creasing before we set. If you do this, I promise your makeup will stay on all day. Like all day. And your under eye will look really, really flawless. Okay, now having done that, I'm going to now take my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 30 Medium. Now we're going to use it to set some more and bake. Okay, now it's brow time, and I'm going to make use of my classic brow pencil in coffee, as well as my classic lip liner pencil in coffee too. Don't ask me why, but I tried it the other day and I liked the look. The lip liner is dark, a bit darker than the pencil. Okay, having done the brows, we're then going to take our same House of Tara powder in TA44, and we're going to set underneath the brows. I like that highlighted matte look under the eyebrows because I have oily skin. If I leave my skin, my underbrow like that, hey, give me 2 hours. It's going to be really, really oily. We're going to pat down the eyelid a bit. I forgot to set it earlier. And then we are going to be using both palettes, the Annie's Beauty Browns eyeshadow and my House of Tara Queen Nanatu eyeshadow palette because of this silver gray shade right here. I will tell you how to work with silver eyeshadow. Oh, please, I'm just recovering from a cold, so I'm a bit stuffed up. Taking the chocolate shade in my Annie's Beauty palette, we're going to start building up, starting with our transition color. I'm using gold accessories. I would have used silver accessories. Then taking the mocha shade, I'm going to mix it in with a bit of the ebony, add to the outer V here and apply into the crease to deepen the crease. The crease has to be a deep shade of brown, like it has to be really, really obvious. That is where the beauty starts from. Going back in with that chocolate, we're going to soften the edges once more. This is really coming together. Then taking my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, I'm going to take this shade called Coffee right here. It's like a silver shade. And I'm going to apply, I'm not cutting my crease, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to apply it directly on the lid and stop 1/3 of the way through. Can you see? Silver is very daunting. Like, it looks beautiful. It photographs really well, but if you don't know what you are doing, here is your case. And that is why many people avoid silver shadow. See what we've done there. You can see, if you're looking at me right now, you're just seeing the silver, right? We're going to turn our brush to the other side, then take the whitish silver shade in that same palette called Kumasi. We're going to apply that in the inner corner of the eye, right here. It looks like it's almost the same shade, but it's like a shade lighter. Then the last thing we're going to do, we're going to take in a light pink shade, this shade called Ghana. We're going to be taking it on the brush and marrying it from here with the silver, taking it down, go back in. So we're not taking the silver all the way through. That is the difference. Like, you're still seeing the silver, but it's not giving that whitish look all the way through, because you don't want that, especially if you are dark skinned. Yeah, this gradient is very, very necessary. So it's blending in. And then the last thing we're going to take this shade called Queen Mother. It's like a violet deep shade, and we're going to just apply it in the outer V right there. That is the last thing we're going to do. Using the same eyeshadow brush, we're just going to keep on building up. It's giving dark plum, blackish vibes. You need that outer V to be really, really defined. You need it to be defined. Like you need it really, really defined. I would have ordinarily used black, but I want something with some shimmers in it. So we're going to just gently, using the tip of the brush, marry everything in and see how beautiful that is. And then we're going to go back through the motions again with our crease brush first, taking the ebony and mocha shades. We're going to sweep that through the crease for definition. Now we're going to go back to the chocolate shade and then redefine. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush like this, and go in with the black shade in that Annie Beauties palette. Just saturate the black and put it in the outer V here, right here. Don't exceed this point. We need that definition there. It's kind of helping to blend out the other shadow that we put there earlier. And that is all you do in terms of eyeshadow application. But you're still not done, because if you miss the next few steps, this is not going to tie in together properly. Taking my Maybelline Colossal Kajal pencil, I'm going to apply that in the waterline black. Be very generous with the pencil. Can you see how that has just changed the look of this makeup? Then I'm taking my liquid liner and we're going to do a cat eye. See how beautiful that is looking. Like you can see some structure to the silver, right? Now we're not done yet. I'm going to go back into that loose powder, and I'll be taking this part of my beauty sponge, like the flat part, taking some of that just to neaten up the eye here. This silver eyeshadow does have a little bit more fallout than I remember. Then having done that, we're going to go back to our smudge brush and take that mocha shade. You don't want to use a black at this point because you've already applied the black liner. So you're going to smudge out with a very, very deep brown. You can also use a violet or a purple color. Smudge out. Then we're going to be applying our Zaron. I wanted to use this, but let me use the Zaron Lengthening Mascara. You have no business doing a silver eyeshadow look without having false lashes on. That is what ties everything in to give that beautiful look. So we're applying our mascara now. Then we're going to be making use of this my Glam Beauty lashes together with my Huda Beauty lash glue, which I have mixed using. And as the eyelash is drying, we are going to dust off the bake from underneath the eye, and I'll be using the House of Tara TA44 powder to do that. I have to dust off because of the fallout. We have to dust out. Okay, I'm pressing the brush just to get that last part. Then we're going to take some more of that powder and then pat in. You can just see the eyeshadow. Like if you look at me right now, the eyeshadow is the first thing that you notice. Now going to the other side, we're going to just dust out. Then we're going to take some more of that shadow, of that powder, I beg your pardon. And we're going to pat in. Then I'll take my DD Beauty brow list and I want to use to set my brows first. Just so that I can have that wispy look to it. Then we're going to set the rest of our face. I just have my last L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. Can you see? This is like a virgin powder. I've not used it. And ooh, oh my, this is one of my favorite powders. I've not been able to do a haul from the US for almost 2 years now. So well. Silver eyeshadow has this elegant look it will always give you. We're going to take in our Juvia's Place Contour Kit in dark and we're going to be applying that underneath our cheekbones. And just bringing it down here a bit. I like the structure this gives to the face. And I found my long lost Wet and Wild brush. I have so much brushes that sometimes I'm in awe of myself. Then I'm taking the bronzy part and just applying that on top of the contour just to blend it a bit more. When you layer cream and powder products, it just does something and it ends up staying on the whole day. Taking another brush, I'm going to contour the nose gently. And then we're going to go for blush. For blush today, I'm going to be making use of my Saharan Blush Full-in-One palette. And I want to make use of this pink shade right here. I'll top it off with this orange. But I want to use like a light pink lip. Let's do it. Let us do it. Oh, this blush is so pigmented. Can you see? I don't want to look like a clown, but I also want to look blushed up because blush is something else that ties in a silver eyeshadow. You can also use like a reddish blush if you are dark skin. The pink is pinking. I'm going to take a little bit of that orange on the tip of the brush and just apply here directly on top underneath the eye just to break everything in. Whoosh, that was much. I'm going to go back in with my blank brush. A blank brush is like a brush that you use to correct your mistakes, and I'm just going to tap on the blush. I'm not adding any blush. I'm not adding any powder to this, although there's a residue of powder I've used previously. Just trying to blend everything. Now we're going to apply our lashes. Then I'm going to wipe down my lip, and then we're going to highlight before we apply the lip product. I'm going to take in this my Royal Cosmetics Connections eyeshadow, bronzing shimmer brick. Sorry, you see how the silver is just peeking through after lash application. You see how much more elegant this is looking, right? We're going to take in the lighter silvery shade in this shimmer brick, and we're going to be applying that on the highest point of our cheeks right here. I know some people like to do the blush lighter thing, but personally I have large pores, so it doesn't really work for me. I'm going to take some more and just sweep underneath the brow just for some glossy look there, and take some down the bridge of the nose and the cupid's bow. By the time I set this with setting spray, it will melt into the skin better. But before I even do that, I like to go in with my beauty sponge and just tap. I don't like the highlighter to be too obvious, okay? Now I want to use like a pink lipstick. I miss my Didi Beauty Eggplant lip pencil. Is on its last leg. I'm hoping to get some soon. I know people always say bold eyes, bold lips, no, but see this hot pink lipstick. Can never go wrong. I'm going to clean up the side of the lip. I like to do that to give the lip structure. And then I don't like to leave it just like that. I'm going to apply my Zaron Sugar Plum lip gloss, but because I don't want the one to like be stained with this lip color, I'm going to use that same concealer brush, have some lip gloss on the back of my hand, and just apply on the lip. You can see the gloss. Then I'm going to take it by NYX matte finish setting spray. Then I'm going to press that into the skin. As I'm pressing it, you are seeing that the highlighter is melting. My skin looks gorgeous. This makeup looks elegant. silver eyeshadow is elegance personified. Like it's semi eyeshadow. Now taking my So Pro seal it because I want this makeup to last the whole day. I'm going to spray some on my beauty sponge and just press all over the face. Just press, press, press. Don't take it over the eyebrows. Ow. Take some more. This makeup is not going anywhere. Now some people like to spray this directly on their face, but I discovered that there's this oily look that it does give to my makeup that I'm not really here for. And pardon the gold jewelry. I'm supposed to have on silver accessory, but this is what we're working with. So guys, this is the finished look. Can you see how gorgeous the face is looking? So gorgeous. So gorgeous. Let me just darken the lip a bit with my classic coffee lip pencil. Whoosh. This is the finished look, guys. This is beautiful. So beautiful. So you can rock a silver eyeshadow, but I just taught you the steps to go about it, how to rock it to make it look gorgeous, to make it look very, very elegant. Elegant is the right word. Just imagine me in a dinner gown like this. Ooh. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. Until I come your way again, remain blessed. Bye guys.